Okay, hello everyone.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to our Tuesday session. As usual, we get started with some Q&A. If you have some questions, we didn't see a lot of questions this week in the Facebook group, but if you have any questions or feedbacks on what you've been doing, and if you need any help with what you've been doing, so now is the time. So today, we have a few questions, and as well, we have prepared a course. It's 15-20 minutes. It's a video course on something really important. It really makes a difference in your marketing, and it's basically never taught by any marketer out there. Probably because it's a deadly weapon when used correctly, and that's what can allow you to create any kind of campaign, even when you're using existing or done for you content. It's an easy way to just completely turn things around and have a completely different marketing campaign, just with a few tweaks. So we'll have the course streamed to you during our session today.
Yeah, it's how you stand out, guys. It's how you differentiate yourself from everybody else.
Yeah, and we'll see it after the streaming, how it can be applied to what we're doing with all our landing pages, opt-in pages, funnels, and email sequences. And so you will be able to really have some leverage and just go one step further compared to what you might have been doing so far.
Yeah.
And then the reseller bootcamp is also almost completed. All the videos will be uploaded by the end of the day or tomorrow. And so in your iMasterclass members area, for the resellers, or if you have a reseller license, you will see like a reseller section, and we'll have 8-9 videos.
I think there'll be 10 in total.
Yeah, okay, so 10 videos. So that's our reseller bootcamp, and it will just really take you by the hand to from the beginning, from the setup to making sure your reseller funnel is properly set up and ready to get traffic. Okay, so I'm not sure, we have some people, the left. Okay, anyway, so if there are no questions, we'll start with the course. And if you have any questions, just use the chat box in Facebook or YouTube, and we'll get to your questions right after. So let's go.
Hi there, and welcome to Angles, the 7-figure business's secret weapon, or how to make money from your competitors' vanillaness. So let me start by asking you a question. Is this true or is this false? There are no new ideas under the sun. Well, I have no idea, but I do know that creating impossible to ignore angles to position and sell your products is a lot easier than trying to come up with a new idea, because you don't need a new idea under the sun product to find and attract new prospects, just an impossible to ignore angle. Now, angles are the difference between mediocre marketing and $1 million marketing results. They find you new targeted prospects, new customers, and can renew interest in products that you've advertised before. Now, angles, they add value to a product by addressing your audience's specific needs and problems at the time when they have them, and in a way that your competition might not have thought of before. They give you access to new customers in new markets and market segments, and give you position to outperform your competition and to keep your business growing. So to achieve real success, never sell or create anything unless it has an angle, because it makes it a lot harder and sometimes impossible to sell. So what is an angle? Well, an angle is this. It's a way of framing your content and offers that will grab your potential customers' attention and offer to help them in a unique way. Now, that sounds really terrifying when you put it like that, but actually it's a lot easier than you might think. Let me give you an example. Now, this is one of the angles that we sell our anti-aging products from. Now, it's a simple landing page targeting the dating niche for senior singles. And the angle is how an anti-aging product can make you look younger and attract a partner. Now, compare that to what most people would do, which is to promote the product in the health and beauty niche, which is absolutely huge and way too broad. So with our angle of targeting the senior singles niche, which is much smaller and more specific, we attract more targeted and motivated visitors who understand that looking younger will help them find a partner. It's a powerful selling angle. Now, here's another example of changing the angle to target a specific market segment. Now, on this landing page, the angle is targeting people in the health and fitness niche. Again, a huge niche. And yeah, sure, you're going to get a lot of people to join the audience when they sign up. But when you talk to your new audience, who are you talking to exactly? The people interested in boosting their energy, their level of fitness, or their flexibility. Now, if you try to speak to them all at the same time, your content is likely to have to be very generic in an attempt to please them all. And if you just talk about boosting energy, for example, the people who want to improve their fitness levels or their flexibility won't be interested and won't open your emails, or they will just unsubscribe. Now, it would be far better if you targeted a very specific group of people, referred to as a market segment, who have a specific problem that you know the product that you're promoting solves. So how about this? With a simple change to the headline that changes the angle, you're now targeting specific people with a specific problem and offering a solution that you know that they're going to want. Now, when you get people to join your audience from this page, you know what their problem is. They know that you have a solution and they want to know more about it because that's why they signed up. So you can speak to them specifically and offer specific solutions that you know that they're going to be interested in. So why exactly should we create angles? Well, simply because you'll grow your business and make more money more quickly. Now, if you don't create unique angles, it'll be much harder to get noticed, harder to compete, harder to get your share of the market income, which is one of the main reasons why many talented people give up way before they've had a chance to see any success. So what I want you to do is to make the following change in your business. Only create or promote products with angles. Put simply, the angle is the reason why you opt into someone's list and not others, and the angle is the reason why you buy some stuff and not others. So here's how to find or create the angle in your products or in the products that you promote. Now, in the example I give you in the secrets I'm about to go over with you can be used for virtually any niche that you like. So without further ado, let's crack on. So let's start with this first one. This is secret number 1, and I've titled it Opposites Attract. So what you do is you take one of the benefits and look at its opposite to attract specific people. Now, this is what I did with the yoga page that we've just looked at. I found all the benefits of doing yoga from a search, and I found these. And one of the benefits, as you can see, is lower blood pressure, and the opposite is high blood pressure. Now, there are millions of people out there with high blood pressure who are taking medication to artificially lower it, who would love to find out how to get off of it. So if you put that in a headline on a landing page, you're going to attract people looking for a solution to a specific problem. And if you offer it, it makes turning those prospects into buyers much easier. All right, so here's secret number 2. If you're telling the same story as everyone else, make yourself the angle. So let's say you're selling how you made $500 as an affiliate last month. Then that's cool, that's good. It's interesting, and many people who want to do the same would potentially like to opt in or get out their credit cards to access your information. But you'll find that there's stiff competition, because if you look at the latest product releases in the internet marketing niche, you'll find a lot of the same information is available. Now, it doesn't mean that yours isn't good or valuable. It just means that you'll struggle to stand out unless you include an angle. And that's why you see successful marketers using angles like how an ex-teacher made $10,000 and quit his job in just 3 months. Now, he was selling the same information, but the angle is who the person telling the story is or was. Now, you might think this has been overused or it's a bit cliched, and to a degree you'd be right, but it still works, and it works really well. And of course, it can be used in virtually any niche. So let me give you an example. 65-year-old ex-model reveals her amazing facelift in a jar formula. And there's tons of beauty creams out there, but when you add the who angle, it's much more interesting. Now, to find angles like that yourself, look at your life and some of the weirder things that you've done. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So let's assume you have no sales history and you're trying to enter the market selling a resource sheet, sharing where you can download free software that does the same or almost the same job as expensive paid versions. Now, you could just offer it like that as it is, but what you'd have is a resource sheet that, let's face it, is not unique because, as we kind of agreed earlier, there aren't many new ideas anymore. But go into your life and your weird past, look at the stupid or exciting or unusual things that you've done, and use those. Now, some big companies such as Agora Publishing and Streetwise Marketing in the UK have used some absolutely stellar angles. So broom pushing no-hoper to $297,000 cash in the bank in just 180 days. I mean, how good is that? And here's another. Disgruntled ex-employee blows the whistle on the bank's big secret and opens the money floodgates. Now, I'm sure, like me, you've been a disgruntled employee at some point in your life, and here are some other things that I've been. Now, let's see if you can relate to any of these. So I've been a dumped ex-boyfriend, bewildered new dad, ex-driving instructor, broke labourer, angry Amazon customer, worried husband, struggling internet marketer, unlucky race punter. Now, all you do is you just put any of the above in front of the following headline. Bewildered new dad discovers how to generate all the electricity he needs for just 7 cents a week. Or broke labourer, or worried husband. You just put something from your past in front of a headline like that, because it's the angle that makes it interesting. Now, you've all been all the people above, perhaps not the exact ones, of course, but similar. Pregnant part-time worker, newly retired postman, furious bank customer, ex-miner. So do you see what I'm kind of getting at? You refer to real parts of your life and your experience, and they'll make your angle and your products and services 100 times more visible than most of your competitors who aren't using them. Successful marketers have been doing this for years because it just works. All right, now here's secret number 3. Use whatever leverage that you have. Now, if you have any sort of proof at all, use it. If you have results that your potential customers will be interested in, use them. And show the screenshots of that proof to add massive credibility to your pitch. Now, if someone like I know, you bumped into Tom Jones in a Las Vegas casino at 6 a.m. and drunkenly got a selfie with him, then use it. Show the picture. So here's some headlines. Drunken Tom Jones fan shares his $350 a week affiliate income method. Or even 2 days after this picture of me with Tom Jones was taken, I had banked another $350 from my secret affiliate method. See what I mean? That is leverage. And if you've got some, use it, and also have fun with it and don't take it too seriously. And also, if you've been somewhere, met someone, had a run-in with a celebrity, an organization, made a fool of yourself, or ended up in hospital for some reason, then use it. It's your angle and it has a lot of human interest. And since you're marketing to humans, that's a good thing. Now, the next one is to make it microwave instant. Giving your customers what they want in double fast time is without doubt one of the best angles to sell from. Instant gratification is a major selling point. So, for example, if you have a toothache at 2:20 in the morning and you find a store advertising something that will numb the pain in 5 minutes, now you're going to pay whatever it costs to get that, right? Now, you can't just make claims, though. You need proof with microwave instant angles, or you're going to lose all credibility. Now, a microwave instant angle goes a bit like this. Get XXX results in XXX days. And they're great when combined with other angles. So let's have a look at secret number 5. Make it easy to use. Ease of use is a great angle. Now, for this angle, you can use key phrases like simple, easy, takes less than, even, shortcut, and those kind of words. Now, I've used this angle to some extent myself in the past, like this, using simple in the headline. And I've also used cheeky little technique which implies it's fast and easy. Now, I'm a great believer in timescales, small ones though, such as how to set up your first continuity product by doing just 1 day's work. But like I said before, don't make promises that are false or that you can't back up. So where you do mention timescales or amounts, back them up with facts, figures and proof within the case study. Now, in your subject line or headline, you can include the great line proof inside in your sales page or in your subject line, which is a hook in itself. But ease of use is a great angle. All right, so here's number 6, proof and showing and telling. Now, if you can, you have to use this one. It's basically this. If you know how to do something or have done something that will resonate with your readers, buyers or niche, tell and show it. So let me give you an example. How I made $2,390 in 19 days using Facebook. Now, really, this is your classic internet marketing headline, and don't underestimate how well it works. This is an absolutely killer angle. Now, if you can do something that others can't, no matter how insignificant it might be to you, then write it up, show proof, and publish it in some form or another. Okay, and here's secret number 7, shocking predictions. For example, if you're still doing this in your IM business in 2019, you'll go broke. Now, people are very interested in angles like these because they want to know more about it. It's very effective, but it's a very simple angle to do. A flair for research helps with this one though. Now, because firstly, you'll need to find a new story in your niche, and it can be any niche actually that you're in. So do a search on Google, then use the news tab. So for example, now I'm primarily in the make money online internet marketing niche. So I searched for essential digital trends and then clicked on the news tab, as you can see just up here, to highlight the latest news stories. And I instantly spotted this article, Getting Ahead of the Marketing Curve, 5 Digital Trends That You Must. Now, when I clicked on this link, this is the post that opened up, which is perfect for me to create a report called something like 5 Digital Trends That You Must Be on Top of if you want your business to survive past 2019. Now, all the information is in the article, and anything extra that you need to link it to your niche, product or service can be found with some more simple Google research. Because it's not, and when you think about it, it's not hard to do, but most marketers, and especially the wannabe marketers, don't do anything like this. Predictions are great hooks. Now, this is what a simple online trends that will dominate search threw up. And just have a look at these results, most of which you could produce a unique lead magnet for, or a landing page, or a full-blown saleable product from, with a great predictions angle. Now, this one on this side is for the digital marketing space, and this one over here is for the diet and weight loss niche. And all you do is you just use one of the secrets that I've just talked about and come up with an interesting angle for your report or product, and you'll be head and shoulders above your competition. As I said, predictions are great hooks, and they're also a great way to renew interest in a product that you've promoted in a different way before. So you definitely want to use them where you can. Now, finally, here's where you can get some inspiration and great hooks for free. The best way for finding irresistible angles for me has always been, and here's a bit of an aha moment, magazine, newspaper and periodical headlines. They are simply so good. So just go and have a read of the biggest publications in your niche, either online or offline, and take some notes. So look at this example of a copy of on the Entrepreneur magazine. Now, just from the front page of Entrepreneur magazine, you've got these amazing angles that you can use. The new rules of networking, what your customers won't tell you, 100 brilliant ideas. And we've not even opened the first page yet. Now, obviously you need to read the article to flesh things out, but it's the angle that does the pulling. And here's an angle from one of the best copywriters who had a total understanding of the power of angles. Now, this one is one of Gary Halbert's. Wife of famous movie star swears under oath her new perfume does not contain an illegal sexual stimulant. Now, seriously, who's not going to want to read that? And it's a great way to spark interest in a new perfume, because it's true when they say that sex sells. So while you might not want to go that far, and I don't think that I would, you definitely should start including angles in everything that you put out, because bland headlines get ignored. But here's the meat and the bones. Angles attract readers or viewers or users to your pages, products and services. And the more people that you attract, the more sales you'll make. Now, most people in internet marketing are bland and boring, whether they know it or not. And that gives you an advantage. Your job is to put a spin on everything you do, an angle to make it fun, weird, frightening, bizarre, but above all, an angle that makes it interesting. And that's what angles do. They are the $1 million secret to marketing your business. So if you want to build, expand, and grow your business, you must use them.
Okay, yeah.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, now you can hear me. Yeah, so I was saying it's really important training.
Did you like the sign language?
Yeah, it's good. So, yeah, it's back. Normally it's back here. Yeah, so the idea is, of course, you can use this training to tweak all your landing pages, funnels, email sequences, and we'll go through that in a few minutes. But as well, it's a way to create multiple advertising campaigns, even when you're promoting the same funnel. Because basically you just have to find an angle, and then from that angle, you will target specific users, specific interests, specific audience. And that will allow you to tap into untapped audience and to stand out of the crowd and say, okay, no, you know, it's just a way to outsmart your competition, because everybody will just be targeting the same keywords or the same interest. But with that kind of angle, as we showed you for you know, the anti-aging product, or for Agora financial, just the angle will give you the solution to who you should target for your marketing campaigns, and then you can just basically tap into all these different audiences and get a flood of traffic that your competitors won't think at targeting. So it's not just to update or tweak your landing pages and your marketing materials, but it's also a way to build complete funnels, from the advertising funnel to your opt-in, lead generation, and sales funnel. So if you've been using angles that way, I mean, you will hear a lot of people, especially in the affiliate marketing field, talk about angles, but they will just never explain. When they talk about an angle, usually they confuse it with an audience, although it's a bit more, it's a bit deeper than just an audience, because it's exactly what are the motivations within that audience, their specific problems, and how you can bring your own solution, even if it's not really obvious that this audience could be interested in your solution. So it's just a way also to switch the marketing message, so your audience understands this is specifically designed for them.
Yeah, it's one of the things, and it's one of the reasons why swipe emails that you'll get if you're promoting an affiliate product, you know, if you've downloaded them from the JD page or somewhere like that, it's one of the reasons why in most cases those swipe emails don't work. Because if you think about how many thousands of people are sending out the same message, and chances are to the same people as well. Actually, one of them will get open out of the 1,000 that they get sent. Whereas if you switch the angle and make it stand out, you can still be promoting the same product, but because you're using an angle that is unique, your email is the one that's going to get opened. Consequently, chances are you can make the sale. And that's the thing that people don't tell you when you're doing affiliate marketing, is if you're promoting the same product as thousands or tens of thousands of other people, you're all sending the same messages, and you've got to figure out a way of standing out. Otherwise, you just get lost in the soup, And it's not surprising, and as I mentioned in the video, it's not surprising that there are a ton of talented people out there, really good writers who can write emails and come up and put systems together and things like that. Really smart people. But they get lost because they don't understand and have never been taught about angles. And it makes such a difference. You've got to get to grips with it.
Yeah, exactly. And as we said, it can be used at many different levels. It can be really granular when you just want, you could have an angle just for a call to action inside your email. That could just be an angle in itself. It could have an angle for your subject line, your content, an angle for your advertising campaign, or for your whole campaign, or just for one video, or just for one ad. So it's at any level, if you start thinking in terms of angles, then you will come up with many solutions, and you will be able to differentiate yourselves and attract leads that no one else will get but you. So it's really a way of thinking for digital marketers and for marketers anyway, because if you check all the ads from even a century ago, basically you will find that the ones that stand out are the ones using really powerful angles.
Yeah, you get very specific people. If you're using it for list building, you get very specific people on your list as well, who, I think I said it in the video, you know exactly what their problems are, you know exactly what they're looking for, and all you then need to do is talk about it a little bit and recommend the product that solves the problem that you know that they got, and it just makes it so much easier.
Exactly. So no questions about that. So we'll have a few questions during the streaming of the course, so we can go through some of them. Minimum opt-in rate from solo vendors. Would you accept the lower opt-in rate if you're making immediate sales? Yes, of course. It's not, what matters is not your first step conversion rate, it's your funnel conversion rate, and most importantly, your return on investment. So if you find that one vendor gives you, 1.5 return on investment, but a high opt-in rate, say 40%, but another vendor gives you like a 2x return on investment, but just a 25% opt-in rate. Of course, you need to go with the one with the lowest opt-in rate, because it brings the highest return on investment.
Yeah, so that happens often, doesn't it? That's happened to us a few times, JP, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course. That's why we created this this internal tracking tool, so we know exactly which traffic source converts, but not just at the opt-in level, because then we can go back to our leads and see, okay, leads who purchased these products, they come from that vendor. And so we know exactly not just the opt-in rate from that vendor, but the conversion rate down the line. So we know exactly, okay, when we put $1 into this vendor, we get 2. And when we put 1 into this vendor, we get 1.5. So we're going to invest into the vendor, bringing us to 2x return on investment.
So yeah, mind sharing who that is, who the vendor is that's doing that? That would be useful.
Yeah, if you can share that vendor, we could also do some tests with our funnels and see if it can be scaled up or if it's consistent. So yeah, of course. Maybe you're talking generic terms, it's does already make a few sales. If that's related to this program, or I don't know, maybe you're promoting something different. So if you want to give us some more details, just feel free to do so. Can I link Active Campaigns? Yeah, we have native integration with Active Campaign, so you can just do so.
Oh, it's Alex. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Alexander is good. Sometimes, yeah, it's. It's good in general. We had some inconsistent runs with him, but he's a good provider. Yes, so Active Campaign, you just need to integrate. You need your API key, and then in lead channel, you can just select your Active Campaign list and match the fields, and send your leads directly to your Active Campaign autoresponder. Then encouraging design masterplan, the old business program. No, not directly. Well, by the way, the business program has been completely revamped, so it's brand new. You have a complete webinar funnel ready to install for all business program members. And but you can ask your questions in this group regarding marketing strategies and traffic and conversion optimization if you want. And if you have specific questions, we are happy to help. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so it's a follow-up. So wasn't this program, but I will test with iMasterclass as well. Okay, sure. If you want to share what kind of program works, or at least worked well with this vendor outside of iMasterclass, it can give some ideas to other members what they can promote.
Yeah, it would be great to test different angles as well, wouldn't it, with Alex's traffic? Because his traffic is good. So yeah.
So so it seems everything went fine this week for you. You installed all your email marketing funnels. You started driving traffic. You got leads and sales, or you need not take action. Just the usual reminder. You're in these live sessions to have access to us. It's a mentoring program, so it's not us just providing content and trainings and stuff like that. Of course, we can do that, but the best way to make the most of this program is to ask questions, to interact with us, to share your campaigns, so we can help you optimize your campaigns, be it for the traffic, for the funnels, for optimization, for your affiliate campaigns, for your advertising campaigns. And that's the way it works. Otherwise, we're just feeding you with information. And in the last 3 weeks, we delivered 3 new lead generation and affiliate funnels, part of the masterclass. So we thought we would be delivering 1 more this week, but it will probably have to wait for a week or more. So we know that you use those funnels, and then we can see those funnels in action and really help you with your traffic campaigns and your monetizing your leads.
Thing is, if we give you, and we got so much that we want to share and give you, but if we start giving you new stuff every single week, we're going to give you some stuff obviously, but if we give you lots of new concepts and ideas every single week, most of you will get lost and you'll not end up doing anything at all. So what we want to do is Give us something to get our teeth into, guys. Let's have a look at some of your campaigns. Let's have a look at some of your emails. Let's work with you. Give us something that we can use, that we can actually help you improve things with. That's what we need. That's what we're looking for.
Because we've already provided quite a lot of content, and it might be overwhelming. But so yeah, if you're just getting started, like you,
Great. That's great.
So you can start really from the beginning. We had our first sessions like a month ago, but you just start with the funnel one, for example, and go from there. We give you the traffic sources, we give you the email swipe, we give you the solo ad vendor to use, and you should just focus on that part. Just set up the funnel, drive some traffic, and see how it's going. Your conversion rate, your opt-in rate, your commissions, your open rate, and then you would just focus on optimizing this funnel. And then when you're done, or you say, okay, it's working, I can try maybe a different angle or a different funnel, you can then move to the funnel 2, to the alternative laptop lifestyle landing page, or to the newest email marketing funnels if you want to be much more specific and offer like a complete video course related to email marketing. But just as you say, just say, okay, this week I will just focus on the email marketing funnel, and just one of them, set it up, add my affiliate link, set up the lead channel, my sequence, and then buy some traffic and track things from opt-in rate, conversion rate, open rate, and then you analyze the data. And of course, that's when you need to go back to us and send us your results, even your links, and then we can review your campaign and help you go optimize and scale things up or tweak your campaigns based on your results. But if you don't have, it's a numbers game. If you don't have any data, well, we can't optimize anything because there's nothing to optimize. So it all starts with
your data tells you what to do, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you're
you need some results so you can get some feedback. If you don't have some feedback, it's just guesswork, and it's useless because you never know what's going to work. So we test all our funnels. We are using our own funnels, but whenever you switch traffic sources, of course, you will get different results, especially in the solo ad industry. Even the vendors, they can have a lot of, 100,000 leads. And so the clicks you will get one week won't be the same clicks you will get the week after. So, which is why if you're just, testing out with like 50 clicks or 100 clicks, it won't tell you much. You need to buy, 100, 200 clicks and then test again, maybe a few days later, and then aggregate your data and see, okay, this vendor drives that many clicks, I got that many opt-ins, and my opt-in rate is good, my conversion rate is good, or it's not good, what could happen? And that way, at the same time, you will build your list and get some more consistent results from your email marketing activity. Because if you just have 100 leads, well, you will get like probably 10, even 10 opens will be good. It's 10% open rate, and you will get 2 to 3 clicks. So you can't go anywhere with that. It's just random, 2 clicks. Whenever you send a broadcast, you can't draw any conclusions, and you can't really optimize because, okay, one week you get 2, next week you get 5. Does not mean you've done anything to get 3 more clicks. It does not mean it's 100% increase. It just means, okay, last week maybe some people, you sent the broadcast at 5 p.m. and the next day you sent it at 7 p.m. So that's why some more people cooked your email, and that's it. But with bigger numbers, say when you start emailing to 1, 2, 3, 5,000 leads, then you get some statistically relevant numbers, and then you can really start optimizing. So the beginning is a bit raw, but you need to go through that, and at the same time, it teaches you the process and how to do things. So when you reach that kind of numbers, even 1,000 leads, 2,000 leads, then you're really becoming more savvy and thorough in what you're doing, and you're confident that, okay, now I know, how to tweak my subject line or my call to action, when to send your emails, how to optimize your headline to increase your opt-in rate on the front end, all that kind of stuff. So it takes time, and you will be able to scale up gradually. And at the same time, you start building your list. And when you have numbers big enough to really have an ongoing business, then you're ready, because you master and you have a clear understanding of everything you need to do in your daily campaigns.
I think one of the things that you want to avoid actually is a mistake that from people that we've talked about, not talked about, but spoken with. One of the mistakes that they make is they'll build a list and then they'll send a sequence out, and then once that sequence ended, nothing. They don't send any more. They don't add another sequence or do broadcasts or anything like that. So, the people on the other end of those email addresses were kind of expecting to get something from you. And when they don't, when eventually you then do send an email, they don't even open it because they've forgotten who you are. So we've mentioned consistent traffic, and it's a numbers game, but it's the same with emails as well. You've got to be consistent. You've got to send them out. And you've got to send them out. When I send at least one a day, sometimes two, sometimes three a day with broadcasts. But, my subscribers know who I am. They expect that kind of stuff from me because I've trained them to expect it. And consequently, my open rates are high and my click-through rates are high, and the sales come in because of it. So once you're building a list, when you're sent out a sequence, because you've got a sequence that will automatically go out once you've set everything up, when that sequence ends, you've got to keep it going. You must keep it going. If you've got a sequence that's 7 days or 10 days or 11 days, after that day 11, on day 12, they need to hear from you, because if they don't, they're going to forget about you very, very quickly. When you consider how many emails that you get in your inbox every single day, I must get 200 or 300 a day, So you've got to keep going at it. You've got to keep, consistency is key.
Exactly, and that's why in iPhones we have created the automate module, because then you don't even have to think about it. You can just automatically program things so that when someone completes one of your email sequence, it can be added automatically to another sequence. And if you just combine different automation that way, you could just organize like a 1 year sequence without doing any of the work. You just say, okay, when this sequence is completed, I just move them to that sequence or to that broadcast. And then you can create completely automated mega sequence, whatever the entry point is. And that way you keep your leads entertained, and you can market different products, which is also why we provided different funnels, so you can send your people to different video courses they get for free. And then of course we have many different programs you can promote and earn commissions, the free traffic generation, the iMasterclass, of course iFunnels, Conversion Funnels Pro, e-com funnels, all these programs which are easy to plug into your funnels. There are already links in your thank you pages. But then, of course, in your follow-up sequences, you can just promote those specific products. Because if you always send people to the same thank you page and promote the same product, well, at some point they will just get bored and just don't read your emails anymore. So, which is also why, even if you could be promoting always the same product, like Agora Financial, just basically the same newsletter, the promote, but it's always different angle. And so people think but now it's interesting for me because it resonates with the problem I'm having.
Yeah.
And when it resonates with a problem your audience is having, or as Paul said, didn't even know they had this problem until you tell them they have this problem. But anyway, it will resonate. And when it resonates, you take action. And so that's the way. You could just come up with different angles and start sending more emails, even about the same funnel or the same program. Which is why we introduce you to angles today. Because when you don't have a lot of funnels or you don't know what to promote, it's the easiest way to create new marketing campaigns without having to recreate almost anything. Just a new email, update maybe in the headline, and that's it. The offers, the funnel, everything is the same, but just the hook and will catch the interest of a different audience or different leads. Some people might not open your emails, and if you just change the subject line to infuse the idea of this new angle, then you will have new people opening your emails. And you build a new audience that way, and new people interested in your communications.
Yeah, and you can then, if you think sort of longer term, and we've actually already done it, is once you've got some data and you've been sending emails out and some sequences have gone out and some broadcasts have gone out, you can create a top 10 of your best open emails with the highest open rates and things like that. And if you think about that, there are some really big email marketers out there that just do that, get them, bundle them together and sell them and make a fortune. Now, I'm not saying that you should do that. You could, of course. But if you think about that, you've then created a top 10 sequence that has got a number of different angles. And then you've got an awful lot that you can be talking about. You can potentially give those emails away in a landing page or an opt-in page or a funnel that you just create that leads them back into iMasterclass and iFunnels. And that way, then you're creating your own little ecosystem with almost your own product. And that's simply by sending your emails out and monitoring the data.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. I mean, sky is the limit when you get started. There's no real limit. Yeah, as Paul said, you could just create a sequence and offer it, sell it, give it away, give it some of the emails away, and then upsell to your email sequence, because people are craving for that kind of email sequences. Ready-made sequence, especially if it's working. Products are already selected and marketed the proper way. So it usually takes a lot of time to create, but it's really worth it. And the first step is to do it on your own, and we provide you a lot of ready-made emails already, so you can create your own. But we keep repeating it. I mean, if it's just a matter of taking action, there's no real secrets to getting started. You need some lead generation page and some products to promote, and of course some traffic. And we just provide you with everything in this course, in this program. And that's how to get started. There's no other way. We are not teaching you just pure CPA marketing, although we will cover that part, some just direct affiliate marketing at some point. But if you can't get started, you can't make it in the affiliate marketing world, because it's a whole different game where numbers can really get big quickly. And if you don't know what you're doing, you will just lose money. So the way to learn is the way we are telling you to do, which is to start creating your first campaigns, understand what traffic is, what the landing page does, how to optimize your opt-in rate, how to communicate with your leads, how to promote offers in the backend and within your email sequence. And when you understand how to do that, you will know more than 95% of any digital marketer out there. And then so you can decide, I will just keep doing that, create my own products, or create more content. Or you can say, I understand how it works. Now I will try to use these skills into just pure affiliate marketing with no list building, just creating landing pages and getting clicks. And because maybe you will be a master at buying traffic, on being on YouTube, on AdWords, or from solo ads, and that converting that traffic. If if you can just master one of these skills, understanding the rest of the skills, then you can pick whatever niche you want and whatever business model you want. But in our opinions, you can't learn that without learning how to work first. Okay. So,
Quiet at the moment.
what do you want to know today?
Oh, that's fatal. I did that in my last broadcast that I sent out yesterday, and I got a flood of emails. I asked them, what do they want to know? What do you want me to talk about? Oh, God. Okay. So I got a few emails back with some ideas.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of worms, that one.
Well, people want to learn how to make money.
Yes, they do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. And yeah, that's just what I say. If you want to learn how to make money, just learn to work, create your funnel, drive some traffic to it, and start that way. It's not overnight success, but it will get you there. I mean, just a way to start. So, and if you keep doing it consistently and following everything we've been teaching you from the beginning, I mean, you can't fail. You can only fail if you don't take action or if you stop doing it.
Yeah,
that's the true reason for failure. And if you just do it, you will get leads, you will get sales, you will become more proficient, and that will work for you. There's no doubt about it.
I think sometimes people think it needs to be really complicated. If it's not complicated with a branch going off everywhere, then it can't possibly work. But the reality is, all we're really having is conversations with people via email and asking questions in those emails, for which people send in a reply, which gives you more to talk about. So you're just having a conversation, and you are then literally just recommending. You're not selling anything because you already know what their problems are. So it's the simplest way and the easiest way and the most uncomplicated way of making a good living online.
Yeah, and it's long term. So
yeah.
It's important because, of course, you can buy some programs and they will teach you, I don't know, some kind of new way to advertise on Facebook. It's just that if you take the course in 2 months from now, it will just be deprecated because it won't work.
Yeah,
it will be patched. If you take a course on CPA marketing with I don't know what kind of traffic source, it's exactly the same. It will be deprecated in a few months because it will be patched and it won't work anymore. So you really need to learn the most fundamental basic principles of digital marketing that will work. And I mean, when I started out, it was like 16, 17 years ago. It's exactly the same, and it's still the same today. Different tools, different messages, but it's just exactly the same. Find a problem, build your list around that problem, and provide a solution. It won't change. It will never change because that's what marketing is about. Providing a solution because people need to solve problems like every day. Okay, I ran out of gas. Well, okay, I will just go to the gas station. That's it. My computer is broken. Okay, I need to fix it. So there's a problem, there's a solution. And in the digital world, it's exactly the same. I don't know, I want to learn how to become an accountant. So if you're an expert, you could just create a course, or you could just find a course and build your list around that, the 5 mistakes every aspiring accountants make when they want to find new clients. And you have your lead magnet, you just shoot a 5-minute videos, and you just drive some traffic, and you start building a list, and then you can market your services, or you can market a course from ClickBank or whatever other affiliate networks. But it's just as easy as that. Just identify a problem. If you're an expert into that problem, It's even better. It's even recommended if you already have, I don't know, you have worked during 20 years and you are a specialist in, I don't know, playing jazz, or I don't know, whatever you're good at, or even if you don't know, but you just take what you've been doing in the last 10 years, chances are you're better than 99% of than anyone out there in what you've been doing. If you're 20 years old, maybe you have a hobby and you're good at it. And if you have 10, 15 years of experience in your job, chances are you can help people as well. It doesn't mean you have to create a product, but at least you understand the problems and you understand how to provide a solution. And you can just use that to create a funnel, or use one of the funnels we give you, just tweak things, and that's it. You're already in the game. So, and that mentoring program is just about that. We help you get started with ready-made funnels and our knowledge and basically what we give you away. But if you have something specific, and we're happy to help as well.
This is the bit I would say, JP, you probably agree with me on this, is that this is the bit, the mentoring side of things, the ability to ask questions directly with product creators and people who are already successful online. It's having that ability to speak to them and ask questions and get an answer that is missing from 99.9% of the other courses out there that people have bought. And that is actually the core of one of the emails that a lady sent me in response to the broadcast that I spent out yesterday. That she spent an awful lot of money on courses and things and software and books and videos, and she just got all of this stuff. And I mentioned it earlier on, there was so much stuff, she just didn't know what to do next. And of course, when she reached out to the product creators who had just sold them the product, and chances are it was an affiliate, she wouldn't get a reply and she didn't get any help. So she's got all this stuff gathering dust on a hard drive. So essentially everything, all that's missing from most courses is what we're doing here now, is this mentoring side. It's this access to people who are already where you want to be. That is what makes the difference, I think.
Yeah, that's a big difference, and that's why we created this program. When we go back in the past, we thought, okay, we have some good products, good content, good video trainings, but from experience, people want to have access, and the way to have access is to us. Of course, if you want one-to-one access, pure one-to-one access and consulting just for you, it's not the same program or offer. It will cost you a lot more. But that's a way to have access to us each and every week, to have access to the campaigns we are running. And well, I mean, for what we've been charging, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I would probably pay you $1,000 a month if I was beginning, just to be able, because I know that with just one campaign, I would be able to 10x my investment. So that's the way you need to think at it. It's of course you probably didn't pay a lot right now, but even though it does not mean you should not get started. And because what we've been giving you, it's just a way to kickstart your online business.
Yeah.
A lot of new people, brand new just coming in. Which funnel is the best? Funnel one. So you go back to what is called funnel one in your members area, and that's the one to install, where you give away a free online business.
What's nice about those funnels particularly is that, I know it's me, but it's that personal touch. It's that face to a name and a voice. And again, that is something that's missing from an awful lot of marketing products out there. And people really need that. They need to have that contact. They need to have that confidence that there is somebody there. There is a real person behind the email, behind the video, who can actually help. And that's why Funnel One works so well, really, in our experience. Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we are an hour in. So, yes, just keep in mind, each and every week we are here to help you, but we can't help you if you don't want to be helped. So, and the way to to need some help is to do some stuff. Just not reacting to our trainings. It's about, okay, reacting to your results. So we can train you further and mentor you along the way without you having to pay us $5,000 a day to do so. So you can do that and not get exactly the same result because it's a group mentoring, but yeah, so just take action, use the group to ask your questions, and do it. And if you need more, if you think, okay, I need access, but maybe at a higher level, just, I just need to talk to you during 3 hours and have maybe 2 to 3 days with you, and or like a program for 1 month, 2 months. You just take me by the hand and you show me, and I'm doing it, but I become accountable and responsible for what I would be doing. Then of course we can do it for you. As I said, it's a different program. It's like 3 months coaching or mentoring, one-to-one, and where we take you from where you are to where you want to be. But for now, when you get started, until you have some experience, you should just acquire more experience doing what we are teaching you in this mentoring group.
And don't be afraid to ask, guys. We're just normal people. There's nothing special. We just have learned a way of doing it, which of course you now know. So in terms of implementing it and putting it out there and putting it all together and getting the traffic and looking at the data, just ask. Don't be afraid to ask. That's what we're here for. We want to help. So yeah, ask. Let us know. We want to know.
Yeah, it's been 6 months since we started this program, and we did not miss a week. So there's no day off, there's no holidays. If one of us cannot be online, it's just one person. But so far, it's like each and every week. So we are investing our time, even during holidays, and for you, basically, because what we are teaching you, we know how to do it. So
yeah.
So if you want to be part of this group and really make the most of it, you can do so. It's your decision, it's your call. But I know that when I started like many years ago, if I had access to that kind of mentoring for so cheap, I would probably have saved like a lot of money and probably months and months of trials and trial and error. So.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I must have spent over the years before we sort of kind of got it all together, tens of thousands, literally tens of thousands of dollars on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because you never know how to get started, what to do. No. If you're doing things right or wrong. You try one thing and you say, oh, okay, it's not working because my AdWords campaigns, I'm not breaking even, so I would just stop it and do something else. But because you don't know that, okay, why is your AdWords campaigns not breaking even? It does not mean the product is not working or your ad is not good. It just means, okay, now we just dig into the numbers, we analyze, and we turn it into a positive ROI campaign. And that's how it works. It's not just, trying to send, to go fishing and not just trying, just, okay, you need to try, you need to have the right mindset as well and say, okay, I won't quit until I make it work. And the way it will work for you, it's because basically we are here and we are giving you the content, the campaigns, the traffic sources we are using, our sequences, so the platform we are using. We operate 100% of our business. On my end, it's 99% of my business with iPhones. I don't have any hosting account. I just have another autoresponder, which I've been using for years before switching to iPhone. So I still have some lists on there. But yeah, so if we manage to operate our entire online business on that platform, well, I would say anyone can do it. So you don't need to look any further. Or we have some people. We're talking with some members. they have a tech stack, which is beyond anything. It's like 10, 15 different tools. And it might be okay. I don't know if you're making like $2 to $3 million a month, where you need to have some really specific stuff. But I would say, yeah, probably not there yet. So if you're not there yet, just one tool, iPhones, is just everything you need.
Yeah, it really is.
Because I won't be using it if it was not working for me. So that's really neat. So don't overcomplicate things. Just stick to what you have. Get rid of everything else. I mean, if you just stick to iPhones, and you get rid, I don't know, we have members using active campaigns. It's probably like $60, $100 a month. Get response the same. You're hosting. If you want to validate your emails, some people are using, I don't know, ClickFunnels or whatever stuff they're using. You can already save $100 to $300 a month. Marketing automation. Only tool I know which could be affordable is $300 a month minimum just for the automation. So then at the end of the year, when you just add everything up, you could probably save like 10K just by switching to iPhones and trust the system, because we are using it. So it's not just a JVZoo product that was created quickly that nobody will use, especially another creator. Just want to sell it, to get some buyer leads, and then move on to the next product. It's not what it is. So, but once again, it's first the mindset. If you decide you want to make it work, that's the first step. And then when you decide to make it work, you need to dedicate and to commit yourself to making it work. And then we are here to help you do so. Okay, so we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Let us know.
Let's go back to work now.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, bye.